Awesome. Well, we are here today on a special edition of our Chamber Chat. I'm so excited. I get to introduce you all to Megan Gallagher. She's with Cleveland Hope Exchange. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my goodness, of course. So this is a special edition, like I said, and we're going to explain why as we get into things. But basically, there is an event coming up in Northeastern Ohio that you all are going to want to be a part of and you all need to be a part of. And Megan's going to share more very soon. But let's start with the basics. Tell us about yourself and tell us about Cleveland Hope Exchange.
Sure. Thanks, Angela. I'm so excited to be here. I am such a fan of the Rocky River Chamber. Joined last year and just have met so many amazing people, awesome organizations, and just great people that care about our city and want to get involved. So I'm excited to share what we're doing a little bit. I lead the nonprofit called the Cleveland Hope Exchange. And I don't know if many of you are aware, but Cleveland actually ranks second in the nation amongst many other cities at a poverty rate of 35% and rising. So we work really specifically in this area of poverty. There is such a real need for our neighbors here in Cleveland and across Northeast Ohio. And what we've seen is there is a lot of hopelessness, hence our name being the Cleveland Hope Exchange. We realize that the root of a lot of these issues is in the hopelessness that exists. So we're a faith-based nonprofit that really believes we can break the cycle of despair that's rooted in poverty. And that is around issues like hunger, human trafficking, homelessness, and addiction, and way beyond. We have so many different community programs, resources, a huge passionate volunteer base that participates in outreach and innovative projects so that we can target those specific areas and truly make a difference. Being able to lead this organization, I've had a front row seat at being able to see that hope actually exchange. For me, it's inspired empathy in my life. I've been able to really see us meet real needs, solve real problems, and mobilize people to reach their full potential. Relationship, collaborating, being innovative, and being driven by our faith has been such a cool process. So I'm honored to be here, honored to lead this organization, and just believe the more people that can get involved, the more they can experience that exchange of hope as well.
Absolutely. I think so. Thank you for that. That was like the perfect overview of your organization. You're clearly in a great position. We met when you joined. It hit my heart closely. I used to work for a nonprofit focused on hunger for Northeastern Ohio. So I know how real it is. It's an issue that faces so many people. It causes it leads to other issues. So I think the work you guys are doing is so important, and hope of all things. I think we can all agree it's magical, but it's also contagious, which is something you've shared so much with me, is folks who are receiving the programs that you guys are offering benefit just as much as the people who are there volunteering alongside of you. And I think that is so inspirational and just motivation for getting involved with your organization and helping those in our community.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Of course. No, of course.
Your passion.
What's that? Sorry.
It's so awesome to see your passion for all of it as well.
It's important stuff, and we gotta, we rise by lifting others. So I truly believe that the work you do is crucial for the future of our community, and specifically our community. So your office is located on the east side of Cleveland.
So right now, actually, we are on the west side.
Okay.
We rent a small little space in Journey Church's office. They've donated that space to us thus far, but we are expanding and looking to build a building or partner with someone to get a building, to get our space, to have somewhere that people can come, meet, receive the food and the resources that we give out every month, and have an actual home for the Hope Exchange. So that's a big thing on our docket this year.
That's a huge thing.
It's a really big
thing. That's a huge thing on any day in any year, but this year especially, it's a really big thing. So we wish you luck right now, starting off with all of that. It sounds like an exciting adventure ahead that you have.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been really fun. The building I'm in right now, where I work out of, is right around the corner from Rocky River. So it's so awesome to just be in the neighborhood. And we have some exciting expansion that is happening in the midst of adopting this neighborhood. So with the Cleveland Hope Exchange, we originally started in the Clark Fulton neighborhood, which is deep in the inner city. We showed up there starting once a month and every week, bringing real resources like food and other wraparound necessities necessities that people were asking for, and reaching hundreds of people. And in the midst of COVID and the pandemic, we received a call from the Fairview Park mayor, which of course is right in the backyard of a lot of companies and organizations in the chamber. They said, we need food. There's been so much change, and a lot of the people running our shelters here in Fairview Park are the elderly who are now at high risk. We've totally run out of food. We've seen the impact that you've made in the Clark Fulton neighborhood. Would you consider coming here? So beyond like a physical office or finding a building, which is a great dream and something that's actually in the process right now, we believe we're a movement. And so we go where the volunteers. So that's been super special, is in the midst of this pandemic, while a lot of people are downsizing and having to close their doors, which has been very difficult. There's been new doors for us that have been opened, and we've served more people than ever before, expanding right into the Fairview Park neighborhood.
That's fantastic to hear, especially knowing that your next neighborhood that you'll focus on is so close to us here in Rocky River. I think sometimes it's easy for us to think about that that's not part of our community, but it really is close by, and there really is an opportunity to make a difference. You touched a moment on how COVID's impacted your organization. Is there any more you can share, like what has been going on over the past few months, and how have you guys pivoted to maintain the services you offer? How did you get creative to make sure you could still connect with these people safely, of course? What's this been like?
That's a great question.
It's a big question. Answer whichever parts you want.
It's been obviously a very difficult season for everyone. And we had to solve for, we believed in sitting down with people, exchanging a meal, being able to really get to know their story and build real relationships. We had to solve for, how do we not have that face-to-face contact, open food, that kind of thing. So we started by creating a drive-through. People came through. We actually have hundreds and hundreds of cars. On any given Hope Day, we served over 1,000 people at probably our smallest outreach. And we were able to still have conversations behind a mask. We had people share about tragedy and loss. We've had people share about stories of hope. But most of all, it's just been cool to still be able to find that personal connection in the midst of bringing help. We often say with our mission, we bring help in order to bring the hope, right? It connects us to so many people that we probably would never get to talk to. And we had to get innovative. We started writing personalized letters of hope. Thousands of them every month. We would give them to the individuals that came through the drive-through, or just creative ways to donate something beyond food. One month we gave away hundreds of flowers, orchids to be specific, and those are still living and breathing in everyone's homes. And again, a reminder of hope. So that's been really crazy, having to pivot what we're doing, but we're reaching more people than ever, and we're building real relationships. They're giving us their contact information. They're saying, please reach out. There are people that are elderly that ask us to deliver. We're doing home deliveries, adopting elderly complexes, just showing up for people in all ends and corners of the Clark Fulton and Fairview Park neighborhood.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah. And then for our volunteers, I think that was a big red flag. How do we serve in the midst of a pandemic, right? Because people want to make a difference, but you also don't want to spread the pandemic. So we're really serious about following the CDC guidelines, maintaining 6 feet as often as possible, never removing your mask, wearing gloves the entire time you're serving. We have a pretty intense questionnaire that comes out right before, and just answering the right questions to make sure everyone's safe. We do a temperature check as well at the beginning of all of our outreaches, just to ensure that while we're helping people, we're protecting our volunteers and protecting the people we serve.
That's so important. All of what you mentioned is so important. One thing that you said about you can still have conversations behind the mask, or between the masks, I totally appreciate. I think so many times we're caught up in the fact that we're wearing this mask and maybe our mouth is hidden, which means the smile is hidden, but we'll express that through words and through other ways. So that is so great to hear that your volunteers are going that extra step and making sure the connections are made. So you have Hope. Well, let's talk about Hope Week, obviously. I love that you have Hope Day. You do Hope Day once a month, you mentioned.
Yes. Yes, and so we're actually pivoting into our Hope Week. It's our biggest annual event of the year. And, in the midst of this time, we really had to think again, how do we do things differently this year? How do we follow the CDC guidelines? But how can we also bring good news, bring hope to Cleveland? And so I'm not sure if you're an Office fan, Angela, or follow. I know, right? It's such a great place for humor and just a great place to laugh. And so I'm a big fan of John Krasinski. And if you follow him or follow The Office, he actually started something called Some Good News. And what he did was he tweeted out, obviously he's famous, has a huge following, and asked, hey, everyone, in the midst of the pandemic, we're hearing a lot of bad news, right, with COVID. A lot of really sad, hard stories, but I want to hear some good news. And so people from all over the world actually wrote in and sent him just inspirational stories. Some were funny, some were just full of just touching, emotional moments between families, our friends. And it was just so cool. So millions of people started following this movement.
I mean, who doesn't need good news? That's amazing.
Such good news. And one of our outreaches, we said, how cool would it be to get acknowledged by them? And at our outreach in the midst of COVID, they tagged us and shared it. So we were like, we're partnering with John Krasinski.
List him on your letterhead as a supporter.
Exactly.
I like it.
So we've really started thinking, and because we had gotten tagged and kind of got exposure in that way, we thought, whoa, how cool would it be to do a spinoff right here in our own city doing Some Good News Cleveland? And right around that time, John came out with a video that he said how honored he was to see cities, organizations, high schools actually making some good news their own. So he pulled in clips of other people doing the same thing. We thought, wow, no one's doing this in Cleveland. Let's get good news out there. So I'm excited to say we'll be launching Some Good News Cleveland over the next week. We're filming it this week. So think of us as we've gathered so many stories from individuals across the city. I think our news here in Cleveland does a great job capturing what organizations as a whole are doing or what big companies are accomplishing. But we want to get to the individual, the heart behind what people have been doing during COVID. We just a little sneak peek. We have stories about how people did their graduation this year. We have people falling in love. We have gender reveals. I mean, some really funny things that I won't give away. You got to tune in. It's going to be awesome.
It sounds amazing. Wait, how could someone submit to be part of Some Good News Cleveland?
Yes, we are still accepting stories that are good over the next 2 days. So you have about 48 hours to send in your story. If you have anything that was just fun, exciting, I mean, this could be dance parties at home. This could be how you came over your Zoom fatigue. I mean, anything that was amazing that happened, or really stories of triumph, right? We've had people that had COVID and overcame it, and we want to hear your story. So if you want to reach out, just send me an email directly, Megan, MEGAN, at hopeforcle.com. Send us your story and share a photo or a video, and we might be able to put you up on our video for Some Good News Cleveland.
That's so fun. I love that you're making it local. You're making it exciting. This is going to be wonderful. We'll be sure to share the video when you guys post it. To help get more traction for that. And I will also today, just so everybody knows, I'll share Megan's email and tag their website in the comments, just so you guys can all get in touch with her with your good news or with your inspirational hope messages that she can share with folks through Cleveland Hope Exchange. But tell us a little bit of, so does this is first of all why we're going live, right? Because this is an unusual day, I should say, because this is coming up and it's coming up quickly, and we just want to a vessel for all this exciting news. So this Some Good News is coming up, and it's benefiting you guys, not just with the positivity that's coming from it. There's another kind of perk that goes along with it for your organization, right? Yes,
there sure is. So we believe that video is going to inspire these stories of hope, and for people to see almost behind, the bad news that's been going on, what people have been experiencing in COVID. But we're excited to share that we have a matching donor that's actually going to give $5 per every share on Facebook. So this is going to help us mobilize the Cleveland Hope Exchange, not only for Hope Week, but to continue our efforts we don't know where we're headed with COVID, and there are many people that are still in serious need. And so actually we're believing that we can raise $50,000 for week this year, and this video is going to be a huge way that we're able to do it. So you can actually donate $5 to the Cleveland Hope Exchange just by clicking share on that video.
And which, by the way, folks, it takes 3 seconds maybe to hit share. So think of all the good you are doing in that moment when you share their video, knowing the impact it has on the organization. I think that's so important. I think that's so generous of this sponsor. And I hope you get 100,000 shares.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We're really excited about it.
Perfect. You have $10 because I will share it from my personal account. The chamber will share it. So you're on the board already.
There we go. I love it. We're really looking forward to it. And I know it's going to make a difference.
That's awesome. So it's the kickoff kind of to Hope Week. So we would love to learn a little bit more about that and how our members and community members can get involved.
Absolutely. So Hope Week is seriously my favorite week of the year. When I was in corporate America before I came here, I would take off work just to volunteer at projects that really I believed make a difference. And so I'm just excited that we get to lead 7 straight days of us exchanging hope across the city of Cleveland and Northeast Ohio. So during this 1 week, it is, mark your calendars, August 3rd through August 9th. And we are going to offer dozens and dozens of opportunities for you and our neighbors of Cleveland to volunteer in such transformational ways. So you can actually visit our website right now. You can pull up the dozens and dozens of opportunities and sign up with a simple click. We use Eventbrite, so it's very friendly and you're probably really familiar with that. But we have endless ways for you to get involved. We're going to be giving away 1,000 pairs of shoes during Hope Week, which is really exciting. We're partnering with Samaritan's Feet. They are a global organization that chose us out of all the different cities to come to because they believe in our mission. They believe in reaching kids that are going back to school or can't afford brand new athletic shoes to be able to run and play sports, or if they're stuck back in our backyards, to be able to still go out and play and explore. So we're just really excited. We're going to be giving those 1,000 shoes away to end our Hope Week. So after these dozens and dozens of projects that we're going to mobilize, hopefully thousands of volunteers at, we're going to be gifting these kids with 1,000 shoes. And I'm excited to update you. To date, we have 668 kids already registered for their shoes.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So people can pre-register for this awesome gift.
Yes, absolutely.
On the website?
Yep, that's out there. All of the links have been shared. And, we're specifically looking in neighborhoods where the need is great. So we've partnered with our local city council, as well as nonprofits that serve kids who are in need so that we can get these in the right hands of the families that really definitely need it in this season and at this time. So that's going to be one of our biggest events that we're doing during Hope Week. And I'm also excited to say we're kicking off the week with a camp, a free baseball camp with Travis Hafner.
Indians, the tribe, or whatever we call them now.
Exactly, whatever it is nowadays. He, of course, is a professional baseball player and just has such a heart for kids. And so he is offering up his entire day. This is going to be Monday, August 3rd, to teaching these kids, pouring into them, bringing encouragement. So that's from ages 7 to 12. Again, we're going to be targeting kids that might not have this opportunity otherwise. And he's really looking forward to coaching them along with some other friends that he's bringing along to bring that hope to them in the midst of a season where, things might be difficult at home.
That alone is such a cool experience for kids that will last with them for a lifetime and inspire, for just as long. So I think that's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. That sandwich of like the week kicking off with Travis Hafner and ending with the shoe giveaway. I can't go through obviously every project, but go check it out. I mean, we are going to be delivering groceries, hundreds of them, to people across the city who are in need. We're doing tons of fun, different projects like random acts of kindness. In the Clark Fulton neighborhood, we'll be doing a car wash that's free. And for the first 100 cars, we're actually paying them $1. So trying to bring this kind find us out like, why are you doing this? And it's because we want to bring hope. We want to make a difference. We'll be writing tons of letters of hope to people and leaving them all across the city, really solving for issues that are real, things like human trafficking. We're assembling and building kits that are going to go to 100 survivors right here in our city, close to home. We're collecting school supplies, medical supplies we're putting together for, people that are experiencing homelessness so they can have something to be with them. So, I mean, truly the opportunities are endless. You got to go check it out. And if you're interested in donating as well to any of those assembly kits and you can't physically be there, we have an Amazon wish list in those links. So you could send jars of peanut butter to us specifically so that we can get those groceries delivered to those who are in need.
Like, look how simple this is. Everything can be done from the safety of your own home. You can support in a number of ways the efforts for Hope Week and for everything in general. We will, like I said, include your email. We'll include the website. So it's super simple for people to learn more about Hope Week and to hopefully get involved, because that's the goal here. That's why we're here today, is just to talk about this now so everyone can prepare for Hope Week and get involved in some capacity. It starts August 3rd and we can't wait.
I'm so excited. We really believe that exchange of hope is so unique, right? I've seen how volunteers are able to be transformed, their perspective, by serving at some of these projects. And then in turn, you see the difference that we get to make for the people we're serving. So I love it. We would love to see people get involved in any way that they can. If to make it simple, I would say there's 3 different ways you and your organization can do this. 1, volunteer.
Break it down.
Yes,
Break it down. What are the 3 ways?
1, volunteer. I believe that is the best way to get outside of yourself, build a new experience, and make a difference in someone else's life. So go click on our website, hopeforclea.com, sign up for 1, or pick 1 project a day and be crazy and make it your own personal week of hope, where you get into these real issues and understand the reality of poverty in our city and truly make a difference in people's lives. The second would be to share our Some Good News video, right? When that comes out, please look for it, enjoy it. I hope you laugh. I hope you cry in a beautiful way, and that you enjoy it. But again, remember that is actually a $5 donation to our organization. So if you get that out there, we benefit, and we believe you'll be reaching people with hope in your own network. So please share that along. And then third would be, if you're interested in sponsoring or donating, we would love to tell you more about how you could do that. As I mentioned, we have some huge projects like giving away shoes or sponsoring these kids for a Travis Hafner camp, assembling human trafficking kits and homeless kits and all of those things in between. So whether you want to make a blanket donation or through your organization or company, if you're looking for a way to give back, we believe that this is going to be such a unique opportunity for you to literally reach out and affect people's lives in Cleveland, in the city that you work and live in. And then if you just want to make smaller donations, we believe truly $1, it makes a difference.
Absolutely.
So it really does. Like, there is no donation that is too small. So whether you submit that through our website, or if you want to make a tangible donation, we have that Amazon wish list. It's so simple. You just click a few buttons, puts it in your cart, and it actually ships directly to our office. So you don't ever have to move a thing. So definitely check that out. If for specific donations, that'll be under the area of your interest. So if it's human trafficking kits, click on that link, and there will be the Amazon link that will build those care packages for survivors in Cleveland. Same with the school supplies kits, same with the other things that we'll be building that week, groceries, etc. Check it out all on our page. We're just honored to partner with anyone that has the opportunity and the ability to give resources, give of themselves. It's just been awesome, Angela, to see different organizations, even in the chamber, get involved in the Hope Exchange and our movement. So we appreciate you letting us come on and share.
Of course. Wait a minute. Before we go, first of all, thank you for breaking it down. I think you made it so easy for folks to see how they can help on any level, because that's, we're all individuals and we have different amounts of time and resources we can offer. So there's an opportunity for everyone, which is what's important. But I love that you've gotten to work with some of our chamber members already. Like you said, you're kind of a newer member. So can you just tell us like 1 or 2 stories just to show an example of how simple and fun it is to partner with the Cleveland Hope Exchange?
Absolutely. Yeah. Let me just pick. I'll give a shout out first to Gourmet Guy. They've just been huge in partnering with us, whether it's been running campaigns through their local restaurant right over in Rocky River, getting people to come in. And if they bring a homeless blanket, you get a percentage off your meal. So just simple things like that, the support that we received and the people we reached, they were able to educate individuals about homelessness that is happening in our city. And it was just such an awesome, simple partnership. So we thank Gourmet Guy for that. They actually helped us give away free meals as well in the midst of COVID. So really cool way that a local business in the midst of a time that, you know, is very difficult, they just wanted to reach people in need. So that was so awesome. And the other big one I think of is Keller Williams. They've just been so involved in different things. They supported our walk for freedom with human trafficking last fall. They've come to some of our Hope Days in the midst of COVID and, you know, just putting their hands and feet tangibly into the city to get people food and real resources that they need. So it's been so fun to see them actually at our Hope Day and at our events. And I know that they've just really received a lot from it as well. So those are just two examples of awesome chamber members that we've loved working with. And it's as simple as that. However you feel called to get involved, we'd love to talk a little bit more about that.
That's so cool. Those are definitely some awesome members. We just had Matt from Gourmet Guy on to talk last week. So that's so funny. He did share about that big meal giveaway, which was very cool. And the Safe Harbor team and Keller Williams, they're fantastic too. So hopefully we can talk to them soon. But it's awesome to see you guys engaged and working together just to create hope throughout our community. Thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us. I will, again, share your contact information in the comments so everyone can reach out. But we so appreciate it. Is there a good contact phone number to give for folks too?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can just give us a call at the office. It's 216-282-7588.
Perfect. Well, we will include that all. Thank you so much. I know you got to get back to work. You got to get all the good news together. You got to get ready for Hope Week.
Definitely.
Thank you for taking the time to meet with us. I know we talked a lot. It's almost been 30 minutes. Thank you to everyone who's been watching. This has been awesome. And we will see you for Hope Week. And we will be posting and sharing. Don't worry.
We can't wait. We can't wait.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Megan. I'll see you soon.
See you later.
Thanks. Bye-bye.